13 huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Dee-Dee faces a life-changing choice about her baby's future following a traumatic birth, while Daisy turns to Christina in a bold bid to take down Jenny. Elsewhere, tensions boil over between Mick and Ronnie as their bitter rivalry reaches new heights, especially after Debbie is discovered injured in the ginnel. Here's a sneak peek at 13 major developments heading to the cobbles. 1. Dee-Dee's concerns dismissed. When Dee-Dee begins experiencing severe pains, the midwife at the hospital reassures her that it's nothing serious and advises her to go home and rest. Trusting the medical advice, Dee-Dee returns to her flat only for her waters to break soon after. Rushed back to the hospital, she endures excruciating pain while Ed desperately seeks medical assistance. However, tensions rise when a midwife makes an inappropriate remark, leaving both Ed and Aaliyah shocked. 2. Heartbreaking news for Dee-Dee. After the ordeal of childbirth, Dee-Dee's family is relieved to be allowed to visit her, but when James suggests naming the baby Layla, Dee-Dee's reaction is noticeably strained. Later, in a private moment with Ed, she bravely reveals the devastating truth: an emergency hysterectomy was required, meaning she will never be able to have more children. 3. Dee-Dee faces a life-altering choice. As James senses Dee-Dee may reconsider a major decision, he anxiously awaits her verdict. Meanwhile, Lauren arrives to share positive news: Frankie's operation was successful, but is taken aback by Dee-Dee's indifferent response. Later, just as Dee-Dee reaches a crucial decision about her future, James receives a text message that adds a fresh complication to the already tense situation. 4. Aaliyah steps up for Dee-Dee's justice. Still reeling from the shock, Dee-Dee is thrown another curveball when Ed explains why he's taking care of Layla. Seeking comfort, she confides in Aaliyah and Sarah, recounting the harrowing negligence she faced at the hospital. Outraged, Aaliyah takes charge, urging Dee-Dee to file a formal complaint and promising to help her fight for justice. 5. Daisy struggles to move on. Daisy feigns surprise when her mother, Christina, makes an unannounced appearance at the Rovers, quickly making her presence known. Meanwhile, Jenny reaches out, hoping to mend their fractured relationship, but Daisy, still reeling from past betrayals, admits she isn't sure she can ever forgive Jenny for the hurtful words she spoke. 6. Jenny falls victim to a cruel prank. Excitedly sharing news about a charming new man, Dom, whom she met on a dating app, Jenny remains oblivious to the fact that she's being deceived. In reality, Daisy and Christina have set up a fake profile to manipulate her. Pleased that their scheme is working, they escalate the deception by sending Jenny flowers. But as Jenny grows more invested, Daisy starts to worry that she'll soon demand to meet her mystery suitor in person. 7. Debbie's disturbing discovery. Determined to help Kevin get some rest, Debbie offers to watch over Alfie. However, the peace is soon shattered by blaring music from Mick's house. When Ronnie arrives, he is alarmed to find Alfie alone in the living room and the back door wide open. His concern deepens when he discovers Debbie dazed and lying in the ginnel. The unsettling question lingers: was Mick responsible? 8. Ronnie's revenge backfires. The tension between Ronnie and Mick escalates following the incident, with Mick goading Ronnie at every opportunity. Frustrated, Ronnie loses control and slashes a tire on Mick's van, unaware that Debbie is secretly watching. But his satisfaction is short-lived. Mick confronts him soon after, smugly revealing that he has caught Ronnie in the act on camera and now demands compensation. 9. Parenting differences cause a rift. Kevin later confesses to Abby that he may have overreacted in a tense situation. Meanwhile, Jack and Hope recklessly use Kevin's credit card to buy 2 e-scooters. Then take things further by sneaking alcohol into their outing. Their rebellious antics come to an abrupt halt when they are caught by Craig and Jess just as Kevin and Tyrone arrive. The heated confrontation that follows sees the two fathers arguing over which child is leading the other astray. 10. Todd misreads Theo's intentions. After Theo admits his attraction to Todd, the two share a passionate afternoon together. However, Theo's demeanor shifts suddenly, and he confesses that his life is more complicated than he let on. When George, Eileen, and Julie return home unexpectedly, Theo panics and sneaks out the back door. Later, Todd is left disheartened when Theo bluntly states that their time together was just a one-time occurrence. 11. Chesney feels uneasy around Mick. As Chesney and Mick grow closer, Ronnie can't help but warn Chesney that Mick may not be who he seems. Chesney takes the warning to heart and starts having second thoughts about their friendship. But before he can distance himself, Mick invites him for a drink, leaving Chesney visibly uncomfortable. Later that night, Chesney and Gemma's quiet evening is interrupted when Mick and Lou unexpectedly arrive, beers and snacks in hand. 12. A new friendship raises questions. When Alfie falls ill at nursery, Abby is forced to leave Kevin alone during his chemo session. While at the hospital, Kevin crosses paths with Julie, who immediately picks up on his anxiety. Touched by her kindness, he agrees to travel home with her. Meanwhile, Abby grows concerned when she can't reach Kevin and becomes frustrated upon learning he was with Julie and didn't think to tell her. 13. Cassie overhears a shocking betrayal. Cassie confides in Evelyn about her lingering feelings for Steve, admitting that he has made it clear he wants nothing more to do with her. Meanwhile, Steve opens up to Amy, expressing deep regret over rekindling his fling with Cassie, calling it a huge mistake. Unbeknownst to him, Cassie is within earshot, her face darkening with fury as she hears his confession. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.